Hey, what's going on? Mike Hobbs here. And this question has been coming up in our community a ton. There's been people who have been buying traffic or going through different traffic resources, and they're coming across a few things. They're coming across either getting thousands and thousands of clicks and no sales, or they're coming across and they're getting some sales, but it's just like over a year's time. Like they do this one traffic source and or they go 6 months and then they finally get a sale, right? But one of the things that comes up is this question comes all the time in our group, and they're just like, how do I know what traffic source is actually good? First of all, I believe in a concept that they are not actually a lead until they have given you permission. Okay. So, for example, there's some programs out there, and this video is not about bashing anything out there. This is not that. There's some programs out there that will give you like 100 leads a day, and you pay a certain monthly fee, and then every day it just builds up, and they give you this emailer to email these leads. And here's the issue with those. They are leads that are given to you. For one, they didn't give you permission to email them, right? They are given to you, and they just start building up. And a lot of people are sending people directly to a sales page from those leads. So you're emailing these leads. I don't consider those real leads. So what do I consider a real lead? If you do want to use traffic sources like that, or there's other examples where, let's say maybe a text campaign. Let's say you buy 1,000 leads to text message, or maybe you buy a genealogy list. Well, I don't consider those leads unless they have given me permission to email them. So here's an example of that. So let's say I buy these leads. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to either email them manually or use a software or whatever you want to do, and I'm going to send them to either a capture page again, so to pre-qualify them to make sure they're actually wanting what I'm offering, or I'll send them an email or a text or something that just asks them, hey, is this the best email to send you information about my company? Or you're going to ask permission to send them what it is you're offering. Obviously, you want to make it more curiosity based and make it actually a compelling offer, but you're going to ask them, hey, can I send you the information to this email? Or you're going to ask them, can I get you some more information about this? Is this the best email to email you at? Now, if they respond, yes, that is the best email, then you now have a lead. You have a real lead at this point, not a bot lead, not a fake lead. This is what's crazy. I had one person say, I have 26,000 leads that I'm emailing every day and I'm not making any sales. And I'm like, 26,000? Wow. Like that's amazing. Where are you getting them from? Oh, this company that gives me 100 per day, and I've just had the service for like a year, or something like that. Like that's not leads. Those are not leads. Those are people to market to that you need to give them a capture page. And then once they put their name and email in your capture page, now they're a lead. So I don't want to harp on this point too much, but that's the first thing I want to do. Now, the next thing, so someone wrote in our group, hey, I had 2,000 clicks to my sales page and no sales. And I was like, 2,000 clicks. And lo and behold, it was from the same traffic source that I was just talking about. So here's the concept, it's not a real click at this point to your sales page for conversion rates unless they have become a lead first. I really want to emphasize this point on them becoming a real person, a real lead, before you count those clicks. Because if you send all those people to a sales page and 1,998 of them are bots and two of them are real people clicking your sales page, what do you think your conversion rate is going to be? Zero. Okay. It's going to be a 0% conversion rate. If you send those 2,000 clicks to a capture page, normally a capture page will convert from 20 to 30% opt-in rate. Normally, good ones are 40, 50% opt-in rate. Horrible ones are like 10 to 15% opt-in rate. So let's just say you have the most horrible capture page in the world and it's converting at 10% opt-in rate. And that's a horrible capture page. If you send 2,000 clicks to that capture page and you have 0 leads, you know the traffic source is bad. This whole training is about how do you know if the traffic source is good? If you send 2,000 clicks to a capture page and have 0 leads from that, it's not real. Okay? It's not a real traffic source. So I want you to really understand that. And so for example, if you have 2,000 and you have a 10% opt-in rate, you should have 200 leads. I want you guys to really think about that. You at the crappiest conversion rate on a capture page that you've seen, 10%, you should have 200 leads from that broadcast. So it's not a real click, okay? If the clicks are not converting to leads or to sales or whatever you want to, however you want to word it. But I never really count clicks to sales pages unless they've come through a lead capture page first. So like a lot of people are just sending people directly to a sales page from all this crazy traffic out there, and you have no way to follow up with them. You have no way to know if it's real traffic. You have no way to know if it's just a bunch of bots hitting your page. So the filter is send them to a capture page first, filter them through, and then as soon as someone puts their name and email in, now they hit your sales page. That's a real click to your sales page at that point. And that's the next qualification. Okay, so here's the next one. Are they real people? Okay. How do you know if they're real people? Well, these kind of go together. Here's what happens. If you email them from your autoresponder, or maybe they opted into your email list, are they opening your emails? When you ask questions to them, let's say you send them a text or you send them an email, are they responding? So this point right here that I have right here, are they responding to you when you email them or when you text them? Are they writing back? Is your first open rate for your email really good? Like some of my best open rates are my first email, and that's a good sign that the traffic source is good. So if you're getting a 0% open rate on your emails, the traffic is most likely just robots. Okay? So just think about that. So are they opening your emails? Are they responding to your emails? So when you send out a broadcast and you ask them a question, do they respond to the email? That's a huge thing, okay? And that's how you can tell if they're real people and or bots. If they're a bot, they most likely won't open your emails. If they are a bot, it'll most likely not convert to sales, right? In fact, I do know of one company that were stuffing sales, right? Like people like they won't ever make a sale on anything, but then when you put a ClickBank product in there, they're like, "Oh, ClickBank, I like ClickBank because it's a one-time purchase." And they buy these $10 ClickBank products and they stuff these sales to make people think the traffic's working. That's also not real traffic. Okay. So I just want to throw that out there. Typically, a good open rate for an email is anywhere from 10 to 20%. Excellent is like above 20%. If you're getting under 10% open rates, I would question the traffic source. If you're getting under 5%, that's even worse. Okay. I would definitely question it. So anyway, the last topic I'll talk on this subject is, do sales matter? When you're sending all of this traffic to your sales page or your capture page, let's say you have 100 leads come through your capture page from the traffic that you just bought and you had no sales. Is that a metric you should actually go by? And I will venture to say, from all the training I've gone through, from all the experience that I've had, I would say typically the typical sales page would convert at anywhere from 1 to 2% on the front end. That's like the typical number. So if you send 100 leads through your capture page and 100 people land on your sales page, real, so again, we're talking about real here, 100 real people, not bots, hit your sales page, you should expect maybe one sale from that on the initial sale. So if you have 10 leads you don't have any sales, okay, at this point, right? If you have 100 leads, now you can probably think about like, okay, I should have at least one sale at this point. That's kind of how conversions rate works. Now, the difference is your follow-up. That's where the sales really begin. Is your follow-up. Are you emailing these leads? Are you telling them your story? Are you sending them value? Are you just pitching them every single email? There's a whole bunch of things that go into play, and that's a whole nother video topic. So I'm not going to cover it all in one video, but I do want to mention that technically the sales are not the most important metric to knowing if the traffic is real because most sales happen in follow up. So most sales happen in follow up. And as long as your leads are real people and you go through this checklist that we just talked about in this video and you know that they're real people, that is when you know you have good leads and you have the opportunity to follow up with them and convert a higher number of people into sales. In fact, there's people on our in our community who have had sales come in after 10 years, right? Like someone has been on their email list for 10 years, opening their emails, plugging in and never buying anything, and then all of a sudden buying something. So you never know when it's the right time for someone, but as long as they are real people, then that is where you go. So you're probably asking, okay, well, you're sitting here telling me all this traffic is, all these different places might be bad traffic. Where do I find good traffic? Well, I might be biased here, but we have a academy called HB Premium Traffic and Conversions, and we actually teach you where to get real people, real traffic. So if you want to look more into our academy and our company, go over to seekprosperity.com, put your name and email in, watch a video from my buddy Nick, and he'll explain everything that you need to know about making money from home and getting real traffic, getting real leads. And that's what we teach in our company. So go to seekprosperity.com. I hope you got value from this video. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.